Yo, what is up guys? Today I'm going to be sharing how to get better at movement in Valorant. A lot of the reason why you guys are losing gunfights and not sure why you are having a disadvantage in every single engagement is because of your movement. And a lot of these tips can be applied in the first game, like right after you watch this video. It's not something that you have to learn like over time. I mean, some things are. Obviously everything might take practice, but a lot of these tips you can apply immediately. And yeah, so I'll just get right into it. Oh, and by the way, I don't have a script for this video, so I might just be like talking a lot, but ignore that. Anyways, so the first tip is whenever you're about to swinging angle, you don't want to be close to the wall, because if you're close to the wall, your shoulder is going to peek out a lot like a lot sooner than if you were further away, like right here. So what I mean is, if you're right here on the wall, about at this point, the person who's holding you right here is going to see your shoulder before you can see them like at all. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to be far away. You're going to want to be like right here, and that way you have more of an even fight. Okay, so another thing I want to talk about is what silent jumping is. I know that a lot of people know what jump peeking is, but a lot of people don't know what silent jumping is. And basically what that is you can like jump over a box like this, but instead of making noise like I am now, you can do it entirely silently. So basically how you do that is you want to start off by just crouching like this and then jump, but in the middle of your jump you're going to want to uncrouch, so it's going to look like this. And as you can see, I'm not making any noise at all. And that way you can just get info without letting the enemy know where you are on site. It's just a really good way. So I know that most people know how to jump peek already, so I don't really want to go over that because I feel like it would just be redundant to like a lot of other videos and tutorials. So what I do want to talk about as far as jump peeking is how to jump peek with your gun out. So basically, a lot of people like to jump peek with their knife out just for information, which is fine, because you're going to be moving faster and you're less likely to be hit. But if you want to be a little bit more advanced, you can jump peek with your gun out, and there's a lot of uses for this, but one is baiting out op shots and immediately peeking. So basically you could jump peek like this, you baited out the op shot and you re-swung in the same re-peek, or in the same jump peek. So a good one would just look like this. And basically how to do that is you're going to want to jump peek like normal. So you're going to jump here, and then instead of falling back to safety like that, you're going to want to go back into the peek. So you're going to want to strafe to the right, strafe to the left, all in one jump. And yeah, so that's basically how I look. Usually I end up crouching. That's just kind of a habit. You don't have to crouch, but yeah, so that's a more advanced way to jump peek, and I think it's pretty useful. Another thing about movement is a lot of people will just go into a swing starting off here and just instantly peek, but what that does is it slows your character down a lot, when really you could be swinging an angle with a lot more momentum if you just give yourself time to run up to the angle like this. So if you give yourself time to run up to the angle, you're going to be going like a lot faster than if you were just here and you just did a one-step peek. So this is called a one-step peek right here. And I mean, this can be good in certain situations, or if you're just comfortable with those kinds of peeks, but in general, if you want to be harder to hit, you're going to want to do a 2 or 3-step peek. It doesn't really matter, but you're going to want to run up to the angle like with 2 steps. Obviously that's not a good representation. I think it's better to show you on cat. Like on this cat angle, you're going to get absolutely shit on if you peek with a 1-step peek rather than a 2-step peek starting from over here. You're going to be going a lot faster and you're going to be a lot more ready for the fight. Okay, so this next tip is kind of like a Jett specific tip, which may not help anybody that doesn't like play Jett regularly, but one thing that I see lower elo people doing on Jett is they're too scared to peek with their dash, when really like your dash is a one-way ticket to just getting a free kill. Like a lot of people don't understand the benefits of using this, or popping your dash and like peeking, because like people are not ready for a random swing in like highly contested areas like this. Like you don't even need to show presence. Let's say there's 5 people rushing you on A and you're just here and they don't know you're here yet. You can pop this dash and there's going to be like 3 people out in this lane, they don't know you're here yet, you just swing. And you can practice doing this like in the range on the bots or whatever. But this gives you like a free opportunity to get a kill, and once you get good at peeking and getting a kill and getting away like really fast, it's gonna bring a lot of opening picks to your defense as Jett. But I just wanted to add that because I see that a lot of people being scared on Jett. And you can even pair this with like a jump peek, you know, pop your dash, jump peek, peek and dash away like that. But yeah. Okay, so this next tip is just like a really common mistake that people make with shooting in this game. A lot of people like to just commit to their crouch sprays, and what this does is it like forces you to take a one-on-one fight, and it makes it a lot more difficult for you to get the second kill. So maybe you like peek, you crouch spray, you get the first kill, but you're here committed to this kill right here. Sorry, let me turn my audio down. And you're committed to this kill. The second guy swings out, you're going to be a lot less ready for the second kill for the trade. So what you want to do to avoid this is you're going to want to counter strafe, or not counter strafe, but you're just going to want to stop moving in between every kill. You can counter strafe if that's what you're comfortable with. A lot of people like to just let go of the key that they're pressing. It doesn't really matter. But basically what I mean is, basically what it looks like is this. And basically what this does, it allows you to reset your movement in between every single kill, and the second person swinging you is going to have a lot harder of a time killing you. And that's just like the general way you want to shoot in Valorant with guns like the Vandal. Okay, so this one's going to sound a lot more obscure and a lot more like far-fetched and maybe not as helpful, but I think that in certain situations this can come in handy a lot. And that's essentially bunny hopping around corners, around angles. Because if you're in like a 1v2, 1v3, you know, like everyone's been in this situation where there's like 3 people chasing you down at the end of the round, and you need to just get away and reposition. So let's say that there's like 3 people on site that are running away from the bomb. I'm Cat. It's about to blow up. I take a shot here. I miss, right? They're all flowing through here. So what you can do is, if there's somebody here like right behind you about to shoot you, you can bunny hop around this angle, and it makes it a lot harder for them to shoot you. And so let's say once you do that, you're here and they're running up here and they're on this angle now. Instead of just running forwards and giving them a free kill, you could bunny hop around the angle like this, and that essentially makes it like impossible for them to kill you. And you can continue to do that and take fights, and then go back and take another fight, bunny hop around this angle and take another fight like that. And it makes it a lot harder for you to be killed in these 1v3 situations where they're chasing you down. I think that is all that I'm going to cover for this video. I think it was a pretty good mix of beginner and advanced tips for movement and improving as a player in general. If there's anything that I left out, I would like if you let me know in the comments, because I want to be able to cover anything that you guys have questions about. And I just really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video. Subscribe if you did enjoy, and see you guys later.